569 3 guys. That's 693 4897.
693.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You know, everything that they
I love me some pizza.
All right, we're live. We're late. I'm the only one in the room. Got special guest Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony Ferrari.
Really? That's your last name, Ferrari?
Yeah.
What the hell, man? What the hell? My old man decided he wanted to have a junior. I'm Felipe de Jesus Longoria Jr. Could I be a bigger beaner? Oh, but you get to be called Anthony Ferrari.
Don't ask him about that name because he's been. Well, I was a guest on a different show here at Rant Radio Network called Culinary Trends, and I'm like, you know what? That is the most awesome name I've ever heard.
We're not talking about you, Mister. I'm late, and make me run into the room. Okay,
but apparently Ferrari is like Gonzalez and Rodriguez, and here in America, Smith in Italy.
It's blacksmith.
We're not in Italy, are we? We're here where it's cool.
Oh, so it's still cool.
It's here where it matters.
It's still cool. It's still cool.
So we are the Three Guys Rant on KCAA 1050 NBC News Radio. We were late because Arvin sucks. I was in the other room trying to prep something, and he's yelling at me to hurry up and get on the air.
That's the reason Anthony's here.
What I couldn't figure out is, so Arvin, please tell our guest and then what's even worse, Paul, I apologize. I'm sorry. Arvin's a lamoid. Why is it you couldn't come on by yourself?
Because I had to run the booth from the other side too, and it's like 100 yards away.
I'm looking at two engineers, bro.
All of a sudden, when the light goes on, they show up.
I'm sorry, because I saw guys already in there. I mean, it was being taken care of.
Yeah, but what those guys were doing in there, I wanted no part of.
Why don't you just admit that you were afraid?
Okay.
Afraid of what?
That's what I want to know.
Afraid.
I've done the show by myself before without you guys, and it was one of the best
maybe,
ones.
not on air.
Wow. All right. So special in studio guest is Anthony Ferrari. I just love that name, dude. That's spectacular.
Is he going to be your new man crush?
I
think it is. I think it well,
Phil,
dude, what's funny
put it back in your pants, Phil.
I'm just saying, he walks in, you know, the guy's cool looking. He's got on the soccer shirt. He's got a bag. It says Ferrari. Come on.
Do you guys want us to leave the room for a bit?
I'd like you to never come back.
don't
I don't get that way ever.
Should we dim the lights?
Well, that's later. Man. That's later.
You know Valentine's is around the corner. Are you looking for secret Valentine's dinner?
I very much could be, because if the missus is listening to this show, she's gonna want to run out on me sooner than later.
You know what, Phil? This studio's on the first floor. I don't need an expedition flying through the window here.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
apparently we have a call. We've already pissed somebody off.
All right. Caller, you're on the air.
Caller?
Yo, what's up, fellas? Mikey, I know you're a brother like me.
That's right. That's right, man.
You know, the other two, I didn't know they was brothers today, but when they showed up late, I said, yeah, they brothers like us.
I know, man. So you knew I was going to be late.
Wait. So our mysterious guest on the phone is also our general manager of the studio. Let me just apologize, Paul, because you've seen the size of our studio, okay? I mean, a grasshopper can get across the entire space in one hop.
Right.
Okay? But Arvin was running around like a chicken without a head trying to gather us up to get in the room. Then somebody says, Paul's on the phone. I'm like, why is Paul on the phone? Arvin's like, well, we're 4 minutes late. From what? 20 minutes ago, Arvin was jacking around, getting ready for the show.
Jacking around.
And we still didn't make it in time.
You know what was funny is that I had a conversation with Paul right before the show starts, and he claims that all I do is look at my phone at the show while we're on the air.
So you know what's funny, Paul? Paul watches the stream.
So
if you go back to every video,
Paul, let's cut to the chase. You want us to fire him on air?
Well, you know Paul said,
oh, no, it's cool. You know why? Because my wife likes Arvin. She thinks funny, so
that is a woman with good taste.
We thought your wife had better taste. She chose you, but
she's got exquisite taste.
Well, you know, fellas, I was going to do a fantastic show and everything. When I talked to Arvin like about 20 minutes ago, I was like, Arvin, who's your guest on the show today? Arvin was like, we have a show today? Yeah, Arvin, you guys have a show today. So, Arvin, what you been doing? Playing golf, man?
You see?
Well, he does play a lot with balls, but no, he wasn't playing golf. You know.
Yeah, that's Arvin. Hey, I haven't seen Arvin's twin lately. Where's his twin been at, guys?
You know what? We've been lacking on that one because ever since he made friends with Dennis Rodman, we kind of didn't like him anymore.
Hey.
Gotcha.
Don't get mad at little Kim.
Really?
You know what's amazing? There was a rumor going around that Dennis Rodman was asked to leave North Korea because every event that he went to, he was just plastered. Okay?
That sounds right.
Right.
Okay. What's the problem?
No, so what I'm saying, it's a good thing I wasn't with him. Because I would have been plastered too if I go to North Korea, man.
Really? I had no idea where you were going with that one. Okay, so
But it's unreal, man. It's messed up when a country asks you to leave because you're so drunk all the time.
Didn't your country ask you to leave
No, I left willingly.
on a boat that had a
Doesn't
hole in
matter
the
how I
bottom and a paddle?
It doesn't matter how I left. I'm here.
What?
are you through?
Hey, fellas, great show, though. I'm gonna get off. I just had to give Arvin some stuff.
Yo. What do you
Call
mean
you
you're going
boss.
to get off, man? You mean...
Hey, it was supposed to be our little secret. Why y'all bringing that up?
You guys have secrets. Please do tell.
Let Paul get off the phone, please.
Yeah, have a great show, guys.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Take
Paul.
care.
Paul is never calling back again. Watch.
You know what's funny is I'm looking at my notes for today's show.
Bro, I can see this. It's a blank screen. What are you talking about, man?
Blind, bro. I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at my notes. Okay?
Blank screen,
Because
man.
you're blind. Like,
I'm looking at my notes.
at you as I'm over here screaming at you.
Anthony's like, man, the other show was so much better.
No, I'm just soaking it all in, man. I'm just honored to be here.
What are the notes say, Phil?
What's funny is, just so you know, Anthony, okay, so in preparation for the show, Arvin gets mad at us because Mike and I don't read the notes prior. And you can see why, because, the guy, he's insane. So this is what the notes are for today's show. Aroma Restaurant and calling guest Kaylee Rutland. So I said, okay, let me look at the notes now to see what's on here about Aroma and my brother Anthony here. Here, I want you to look at my screen.
There should be a link.
There's nothing. Okay?
Hey.
Anthony's not here. I mean, but
There are no words to describe how great Aroma is.
You know what?
know,
That
to
is a
be
hell of
honest-
a
To
thing.
be honest with you, I think Arvin just wanted to leave it up to your
I
imagination.
think Arvin liked your aroma.
Did he?
Whoa.
You know what? Let's
Wait.
move
So
on.
since we've already ruined the first segment, before we get into it, during the pre-show, Anthony and I were talking about it, and Mike and I just learned something today about Spain, and we were talking about Barcelona and his shirt, and we'll get into all of that.
is
But
this, I'm sorry. Is this is Italian though, right?
This is Italian.
Okay, it's Italian. Okay.
see, bro, where it says Cucina Italiana.
No, that's what I was.
So it's just
I was reading.
No.
I
You
couldn't
know
see
what?
that part.
All he said is what? Cochina. I'll take two.
So while we're getting into this one here, let's talk about Spain for a second. You were telling me, without the explicitives,
Yeah.
that if we go to Spain,
We flew into Madrid. You usually have to fly into Madrid because it's like the major hub. Stay a day there. Everywhere you go, you're going to have some manchego cheese. They're going to have some Spanish ham
cheese.
everywhere. And then it's all about paella. So you don't need too many days in Madrid. I recommend going to this place called
Aroma Restaurant.
Mercado de San Miguel. It's like a big market, kind of like a department store, but for cheese, for wine, for bread, for fish, and then all the kiosks are set up around the perimeter of the building, and in the middle is a central like communal dining area. But most people just stand around, and you go here, you get a glass of wine, you walk around, you stop there, you buy a piece of cheese or some tomato or whatever. So you kind of pay as you go. It was a really cool concept. It's something
I would say Mikey would love that because he's got a thing for throwing parties with nothing but wine and cheese.
That's
right.
But Barcelona, we were talking about.
Now, okay, so let me ask you about Spain in general, though, because one of the things Mike was sharing with me this morning was that he said he just learned that in Spain, tapas are free.
Are they really?
You know, in Europe in general, in my experience, like in parts of Italy too, you go into certain bars, they just set out the trap. They give you a little cheese, a little bread. The next thing you know, you spend half your paycheck on booze.
Right.
You know?
Is that why Laurie's does
yeah.
it?
No, but in
Yes.
Spain, because I was watching Anthony Bourdain's program,
I
the
love
new
that
one on
show.
CNN, and it was about in Spain. I think it was in Grenada, Spain, and he was saying part of the thing is tapas are always free, and for every drink that you get a small order of tapas. So if you get red wine, they send some cheese or whatever.
I think if you're a
drinking
local,
beer,
maybe.
you know.
I mean, as a tourist, you kind of have this path you don't leave.
Right,
And
that-
they're
that could be-
definitely charging you for everything there.
that might as well be.
So, but I
you know.
think if you get off the beaten path and like where we're at, we do that kind of thing. If you come in enough, we recognize you and we know your name and we know your face. Oh, the next thing you know, here's a little calamari on the house, and it's like a way to say thank you for coming and buying these beverages. And
So now you know our name, right? Now you know who we are.
definitely.
Man, the man already brought you food. Now you want to go over there and get some more food?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
You guys should come in.
You know you're gonna come in. You're gonna come in with me. Everywhere we go, you start talking about how you're on the radio and telling people that you're important and stuff, man.
Impotent is what he tries to tell
I
me.
know. Look at what you did in Vegas, man.
Really?
I just want to make sure. I know we started late, but are there no commercials? Are we not doing anything? I mean, do I need to prep for anything? How much time do I got?
Let the man know how much time he's
I
got
know.
So again, I know
before his boss calls again.
Chinoto.
I've said it before.
what is
in
this?
the last 2 minutes, I'm just
Chinoto.
going to get to it.
I'm assuming it's orange.
Kinoto.
Kinoto.
Kinoto,
In
idiota.
Italian, the CH is pronounced like a K.
Okay.
And they don't have a K in the dictionary. I mean, the alphabet.
So-
what this is it's a soda pop made with like natural herbs. Kind of like in Italy, they drink a lot of Amaro. It's like a bitter,
That's
kind of
pretty good.
bitter
It's sweet. Sweet and bitter at the same time.
root. And then they use it to make a soda. So it's kind of like a digestivo. Like it helps with your stomach.
Say that again.
Digestivo.
I just wanted you to do that for Arvin because Arvin's language skills are deplorable.
Do you guys like it?
It's spectacular.
When we were kids, they used to have this in soda cans. It was called Brio Kinoto. And all the Italian kids, like me and my brother, were like a couple of the only Italian kids at school. And it kind of smells like there's alcohol in it, right?
Right.
There's no alcohol in it. We used to tell the kids
Oh, you know
it
what?
had-
I don't like it anymore.
we used to tell the kids we used to tell the kids at school it had rum, and we sell them $10 a can. We'd sell them the Brio.
Spectacular,
right?
That's what I'm talking
I
about
like
right
that.
there.
I like that.
The service industry.
So again, it's I love Italian food, but I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. I think anything local that I've tried, I think is pretty crappy. So when I've actually tried this food before, and I gotta say, it's
because
it's the
when you
best
want
food.
Italian, you normally go to Subway and order the meatball marinara sandwich. Come on, man.
hey,
No,
$5
that's-
footlongs, man.
Hey, since you mentioned alcohol, that you used to tell people that there was alcohol in here, is there an alcohol that this will blend well with? Just out
Yeah.
of curiosity, man.
You know this
for argument's sake.
Curiosity for
Have
45
you,
minutes from now.
Have you ever had Campari or seen it?
Yeah,
It's like
more
a
of
red-
a liqueur, right?
Yeah, it's the same flavor. It's just
Okay.
a bitterness.
Right.
And typically Campari is served with just a fresh orange.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say you could probably put like a Mandarin vodka in here, or you could mix this with gin, because there's a drink called a Negroni, which is Campari.
Whoa! We don't go. We don't. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay.
Oh, why you throw them off? All right, we're going to our first break.
No, I'm
Please
sorry.
stick around when we come back. Anthony
We keep
Ferrari
talking about
is gonna
the,
tell us more about his restaurant
and
why
the
he's here,
Negronis.
and
We're gonna talk about the Negronis.
Best drink on the
We'll
planet.
be right back. Stick around.
En Los Ángeles y alrededor del mundo. Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural healthcare services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Streaming live from Los Angeles, the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
Sponsor for the team.
Again, welcome back. This is the Three Guys Rant on NBC News Radio, KCAA 1050 AM. Anybody hearing my sweet, sweet voice, make sure to check out. Are you throwing up?
I just threw up in my mouth.
KCAAradio.com, the3guysrant.com, or iRantRadio.com, and you can see the sexiness in the room.
What's funny is for any of you that are streaming, because I know I'm going to hear comments tomorrow, if it looks like three drunken monkeys and a lovely guest are sitting around here, we are. It's because Arvin discombobulated the entire day, sends me honked up notes. I have no idea what the hell was going on.
Why are you blaming it on me, man? For you not being prepared.
And for all you people that speak Spanish, sí, ese es el Chapulín Colorado en la esquina. Por si no contaban con su astucia, aquí lo tenemos en estudio en vivo. ¿Ok? Para que lo vean. De todas maneras, hey, before we left, you were talking about a Negroni. And that is a drink.
It's a drink. It's equal parts Campari, which is like a bitter liqueur, gin, and sweet vermouth. And then it's traditionally garnished with a squeeze of orange or an orange peel. And it's so good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The vermouth, I don't know.
Why you seem surprised by the equal amount?
I'm surprised.
No, because I was surprised about the equal amount of vermouth.
Yeah, vermouth is extremely bitter, isn't it?
No, it's a sweet vermouth.
The sweet,
the red.
I mean, you guys are buying the cheap stuff.
When you guys come Saturday, we're gonna have one.
Oh man, now you let people know we're gonna be there. You're gonna have a line out the door.
Hey, sorry about that. That wasn't my intention at all.
He's
yes, I said that. That's right.
No, you don't mean he's gonna have people running out the door.
So let's talk about your restaurant.
Yeah, please.
It's called Aroma Ristorante.
Yes, it is.
Now it says La Vera Cucina Italiana.
The true Italian kitchen.
Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to make sure.
I gotta say, I love that word, cochina.
Cochina.
Cucina.
And what's the where are you located?
We're at 30 Centerpoint Drive, Suite 1 in the city of La Palma. Okay. We're basically right at Orangethorpe and Valley View in the Centerpoint complex. There's a La Quinta Hotel and a Kaiser down there. And we're opposite side of the street from the Marie Callender's, and there's an El Torito, kind of like a little strip mall. So there's like a little restaurant row, and we're tucked back in the corner on the, what would that be, the north side of Orangethorpe.
And how long have you guys been open?
The restaurant's been there since 1991. Right. So, God, what was that, like 23 years now? It's been
going on that.
But your family bought it a few years back, right?
We've been there since 2002.
That's when you guys
we're going
took
on
over.
our 12th year right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we made a couple changes. It's been a lot of fun.
Now, my understanding is that everybody there is pretty much family. That there was very minimal staff changing when you guys took over.
Yeah, and I mean, even deeper than that, there's a lot of brothers and cousins and other families that work together. Family. So we've got like little crews. It's really kind of special.
So it's kind of like a little La Cosa Nostra going on over there. Is that what you're saying, bro?
You know, you can take it however you want to. We put out a really good
Julio, put on that Godfather music in the background.
Hey, so
we're happy.
Valentine's Day is coming this Friday. Yes. Do you still have reservations available?
You know what?
Or you?
Thank God. We've been so lucky. We booked up 2 weeks ago. We were completely booked.
That's outstanding.
And we keep getting phone calls, and it's like, I'm really sorry.
People, if you're listening, what he's saying is if you use the code name 3 Guys Rant, you might get a table in the parking lot.
I was going to say, yeah, he'll give you a doggy bag at the back door.
I'll put on my roller skates, and I'll come out to the car.
You know what's funny is I did 20 years in the restaurant business.
Did you?
You're an honorable man because you're telling people you're sorry, you're full. I'm surprised you're not giving them a code like, listen, if you want to take care of me for an extra $150, I might, be able to find you a table.
Have you seen that happen, Phil?
Or I've heard things.
I just feel like that kind of stuff, it catches up with you. It's nice, but my whole premise with food, with everything was just to put out an honest product.
Right.
Anthony, do you not see my co-host?
I was going to say...
I'm already condemned to hell. What's a few more? You want me to take the calls for you, brother? I'll offer them the table for 150.
If you want to give me 150 bucks for a table...
All I'm hearing is that he's a much better man than you, Phil.
I'll figure something
please.
How many covers can you handle?
The dining room has like 20 tables. We could probably do, at full capacity, 80 people in the dining room. We have a private banquet room that most nights now we flip it into a second dining room that can seat about 10 tables, say 40 people. And then the bar, we usually get anywhere from 30 to 50 people in there. So
you're talking about 170, 180 people.
Oh, yeah, 200.
Okay.
We have a patio, too, that can accommodate another 50 to 60 people. So it's it's a pretty big place.
I think I'm getting a buzz off this soda here.
Hey, Anthony, I'm going to ask you to stick around if you don't mind with us for the whole show.
Absolutely.
We've also got a special call-in guest that Arvin had lined up and put together for us.
I figured we would dedicate this whole thing to bromance and Valentine's Day.
Fair enough.
I figured music and food.
It's Raining Men.
No, please don't. Please don't.
It's Raining Men.
All right.
Or since it's Italian, it's a sausage fest.
On the phone, I don't want to screw up her name. We have Kaylee Rutland. Is that correct?
That's me.
Hi, Kaylee. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Now, before we get into the interview, I want to let everybody in the room or this side of the table, because obviously you have it going on. How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
18.
Because I think when the original bio, you started a few years back, didn't you?
I've been singing for a while, but on the original website and social media bios, they probably said 16 or 17.
Right, that's what I remember seeing. So I'm like, man, your career is already on the fast track, and you're out of Texas, correct?
Yeah, I go to school in Nashville.
Oh wow. That's you're part of the country there, Phil.
I love country music, so yeah, I'm all about it. I'm the only Mexican who listens to country music, but what can I tell you?
Oh, so we talking to Randy Travis?
No. See, what's funny, Kaylee, you're going to find out, Mike to my left over here, for the last 25 years, that's all he talks about. Randy Travis and Alabama. He knows one group and one singer. That's it.
That's country music right there. That's it.
Isn't Alabama the song?
No, Alabama's a group.
Not even Garth Brooks?
Oh, so he's got one more than me then.
Well, what's funny is Mike talks about when he was in the war during 91, and he had a roommate because he was a Marine. That's all they played was country music. So he knew every Alabama song.
You know what?
That was it.
I don't want to hear about him and his Marine roommates.
But anyways, this is about Kelly. So Kaylee. Sorry,
he said Kaylee. He just got a Puerto Rican accent.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican, Kaylee. So if I mess up your name or anything I ask you,
just roll with it.
Yeah, just play along.
Good.
So
Fine.
Just act like you understood.
Kelly, let us know a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm 18 and I go to school up here in Nashville. And I mean, basically, my favorite thing to do ever is just sing country music. I mean, I guess that's pretty obvious, but I mean, that's one of my favorite things about Nashville is just being able to go around and hearing it on any street corner.
So, did you get into country music because where you live in the country? Is it just that popular where you're at?
I think country music is definitely something that you hear a lot growing up in Dallas, and I mean, especially with my family. I mean, we've always listened to it growing up.
Who are your biggest influences?
I'd have to say right now, some of my favorites are Carrie Underwood and Reba McEntire and Sarah Evans.
Okay.
Now, Kelly, let me ask you something. I know we have a couple of your songs here. If you don't mind, I'd like to actually play one so people can sample, hear some of your music. Is there a specific one we should play?
What have you got?
Yeah, the guy in the booth doesn't have a microphone. So
Arvin, what do you have?
Kaylee, I can't tell you. You have now become my favorite call-in guest of all time. I constantly mess with him about how unprepared we are for these, and he sent us a complete list and your bio and your links, and I was reading about you here. And that's awesome because he was all proud of himself today for being prepped. So right now he just had to run over to the booth because when you asked what songs do you have, that was spectacular.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you all that.
No. That is the best Valentine's gift you could have ever given us, Kaylee. We appreciate that so much.
We have you on. How can people learn more about you, find out about, I don't know, if your appearances, buy your music?
Well, my music is on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon.com, and CDBaby.com. Okay. And then all my information is on, Twitter, Instagram, Reverb Nation, all sorts of that.
All right, so I guess he just decided to play one song.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us the title of this song?
Boys Will Be Boys.
Nice.
truck. Hair's a mess and his shirt is untucked. He dreams at night about a 10-point buck. Boys will be boys. He takes me down to the swimming hole. Speakers bumping to the radio. Plays air guitar on his fishing pole. Boys will be boys. They'll drive you crazy. They'll do more than...
Well, Arvin's back in the room, and I'm assuming, Arvin, why did you go for the song that's called "Boys Will Be Boys"?
Because apparently the boys in this room are dumbasses, so it just felt appropriate. So it's this one, a daddy song. Daddy's got. I couldn't see the whole title. And then
Daddy's got a 45.
Right. Okay. That's why I missed the last part.
Okay.
And then what's the third song you have on there? You're apparently looking at something.
Well, no. All I see here was Daddy's got a 45. This is what some of the photos.
Kelly, so are you touring? How are you promoting your music?
A lot of it's just through social media and iTunes, but I am doing some live shows, and I have been in Dallas and in Nashville and around the local areas, so that helps a lot with that.
Okay. Are you considering coming to the West Coast or going to the East Coast? Because, if you're ever in town, you're welcome to come here and play live on air.
She's probably going to say, I'm definitely going to the West Coast, but not to your studio. Is what she's saying.
Kaylee, I just found the list. So
That would be awesome.
that would be great. Is the "What Will We Do for Love" your love ballad on there, or?
Oh, yeah, that's one of my songs, yeah.
But because I was asking Arvin,
that one I don't think we have, so don't ask to play that one.
So then, Daddy's got a 45. Hey Ben, Boys Will Be Boys, Dark Horse, Into the Circle.
Julio, what's the third one? Into the Dark Circle?
My last one, My Man, What We'll Do for Love. Which one?
What are you talking about? What We'll Do for Love in the Dark Circle?
No. Those are two different songs.
Oh, sorry.
That's 3 different songs.
3 different songs. Yes. Oh, come on.
It's a medley.
There you go.
There you go.
With a hairbrush and a dream, and pretend that I was on that Opry stage, on a 6-foot round old piece of wood where so many others stood, singing songs that could cause lives to change. I don't let the ones who say I can't take the hope someday I'll get my chance to step into the circle and the light of all the stars that shine.
I'm sorry. I had to
I know. Arvin's under the table over here laughing at his insanity. Hey, Kaylee, I got a question for you. I like your sound and your rhythm, and I was just curious because you've got a really strong voice with what Carrie Underwood. I'm trying to blank now on the one that drives the pink.
Alabama?
No.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift, and a few of the others. Why is it that the first album is always about men? Because I'm looking at Daddy's got a 45, which means your dad didn't want you to have a boyfriend. Hey Ben, Boys Will Be Boys. My last one, My Man. I'm like, whoa.
Not all of them are about boys. Some of them aren't.
I was going to say, isn't most country music about having a broken heart?
I feel like a lot of it can be. I feel like that's something that's relatable, I think that's a big part of country music. That's probably why.
See, like I said, words of wisdom here.
Have you ever heard about what happens when you play a country record backwards?
No, what?
You get your dog back, you get your girl back, you get your house back, you get your truck back.
Kaylee,
try that.
Kaylee, the booth is telling me that we're coming up to a break here. If you don't mind sticking around for a few minutes on hold, we'll bring you back after the segment.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you. All right, everybody, listen to the Three Guys Rant. We're coming up on the halfway point. Stick around. We'll be right back with special call-in guest, Kaylee Rutland.
Call the Three Guys Rant now.
Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
Something beautiful from Mexico, superior in all of its creation. Integrity, never giving way to mass production. Number One Tequila, Welcome, celebration. Heart and passion is our passion. A legend takes the nation. If superior is what you are after, number one tequila for all of life's occasions.
Hi, I'm Paul Lane, host of the KCAA Morning Show, and I'd like to take a few seconds to tell you about pollen burst. You may not know, but I've been confined to a wheelchair for over 20 years, and I've always looked for ways to increase my energy, mental clarity, and just feel good. Well, I found it in pollen burst. It's natural, delicious, and easy to take, and I think you should try some too. To find out more, email me at paul@kcaaradio.com. That's paul@kcaaradio.com. Hey, join me so we can burst together.
What's up, everyone? Sports Guru here. Sick of looking at the same old boring websites? Well, check out thenewsportsguru.com for all the hottest trending videos and all the biggest sports news. Become a VIP for only $4.99 and get premium access to everything the Sports Guru has to offer. The beautiful gurus, girls, all my biggest sports picks, and much more. So get off that porn site and check out thenewsportsguru.com.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, we're back from the break. Kaylee, you still with us?
Hi, yeah.
On the phone, we've got special call-in guest, Kaylee Rutland, who is a country singer who we like to always point out is only 18, on the way up with her career, while the three of us in here are going to be janitors pretty soon and on the way out of our careers.
All I'm going to say, Kelly, is when your concert comes to the West Coast, don't forget about us.
Of course not.
Kaylee, so what do you have up and coming? I know that sometimes when the up and coming, Arvin puts them together, a lot of people tell us that once they release the album, sometimes their managers are you going to tour soon? Are you going to be doing different types of shows? Is it going to be something you're looking to do?
There's no tour set up, but I do have a couple shows at Fontanelle and 12th and Porter here in Nashville later this month. And then probably next month I'll be singing at the Hard Rock in Dallas. And then I might have some new music coming out soon and possibly a music video.
Outstanding.
Now, let me ask a question. I know that we have a couple of your songs here. Can we play them here in rotation? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Because I know Phil's a big country. What do you call it?
Freak.
Connoisseur?
No, man, I'm a country music fan. I mean, for me, there is no better music. I think it covers all of the different genres. I think there's enough range. And when Hootie and the Blowfish crosses over and becomes Darius...
Well, it wasn't Hootie and the Blowfish. It was just
Hootie.
Him.
Hootie was all that mattered, okay? Once Hootie went country, that's it. Okay, what does that tell you?
What happened to the Blowfish?
The brother went country.
They went punk.
Kaylee, one last time, how can people get a hold of you? How can they find you online?
You can go to my website, KayleeRutland.com. I'm also on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reverb Nation. And my music's on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon.com, and Spotify.
Outstanding. Well, we wish you the best of luck. We're going to play your music in rotation. If something you want to announce comes up, please feel free to reach out to us, and we wish you the best.
Great. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Have a nice Valentine's.
You too.
Take care.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't have your daddy shoot that boy with the 45, please.
Dude, but you got to admit, country
She's
songs...
18. She's not going to have a Valentine's Day.
Country songs, other than rap songs, have some of the best titles. Come on. Daddy's got a 45.
Yeah, that could be a 50 Cent song.
That's what I'm saying. It works out perfectly.
All right, so let's go back to Anthony. I know.
Anthony Bourdain?
No, Anthony Ferrari.
What's up?
So again, I want to go back to I wanted to try to do a whole food and music thing for Valentine's because Valentine's is around the corner.
Okay.
Well, I guess I want to start eating is what I'm saying.
You see, this is what happened. Okay, I was going to let him go. I was run with your thought. You wanted to talk about Valentine's.
I'm sorry,
Valentine's
I started thinking about food. I drew a blank.
Why do you always have to have something in your mouth, man? I don't get it. Anyway, Anthony, I know is the True Italian Kitchen is the tagline, right?
Yeah, it's I don't know how to really describe it. You come in there one time, you're gonna come back again. It's family owned and operated. Everyone that becomes part of our family, like we have customers like Mark Allen, Sam Rumfola, Tony Shadball.
Are those the code names that we should use at the door?
Yeah, exactly. These guys come in 5-6 times a week.
No kidding.
I see them more than I see my wife sometimes.
That's 5-6 times a week. That's pretty
And
good.
it's not because they don't have options. It's because you come to the restaurant, you don't need a menu. You sit down, you get comfortable, you start talking to him about, did you hear about this? Or you watched sports last night? It's like a club. It's become like an association. It's just a really special place.
I like it. Give me 1 second. We're going to talk to our entertainment reporter who just called in. Rasha, how you doing? Rasha?
Let me see. I think this guy forgot to push the button.
Push the button. Rasha?
Push the button, gentlemen.
There you go.
Push the button, you Mexican in the booth.
You know what's funny? Rasha's from our sister show, Tinseltown here, and she does all of the reporting, and she helps us with all of the entertainment news. But poor Rasha, there are 5 men in this office, and none of us can push the button.
How sad is that? Really? Do I need to come in there and teach you guys something?
You know what? I think you're going to have to. You're going to have.
How many men does it take to do the job of one woman?
And what's even worse, poor little Rasha is probably 65 pounds at 5'2" that she is, all the loveliness that she is. The rest of us are like 1,200 pounds combined, and I'm being polite to us, and we still can't push a button.
I got to say, she is like the zoo food keeper in the gorilla habitat.
Oh, God. Watching over all the animals.
I'm surprised you knew that word.
Gorilla?
Habitat.
That's a big word.
I know, and Arvin came up with it.
We applaud you. So, Rasha, talk to us.
Let me tell you
what you got?
Wait,
I'm
Rasha.
sure-
Can I ask you a question that I saw hot off the presses?
Ask away.
Did Blake Griffin smack the hell out of Justin Bieber?
Oh, my God. You know what? I'm trying to figure that one out. That's what they're saying. I wasn't there to witness that, but it's all over the wire.
I sure hope it's
But
true.
I think,
Have you guys heard about that?
I saw it on
think it's
Facebook.
a fake story.
I think it's a fake story, too, because I only read it on one site, and you'd think TMZ would be all over.
Well, not only that,
Yeah.
but Blake Griffin, the way he slams the ball, if he hits that little girl Bieber,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Oh, I heard
He's dead.
I heard he started crying and ran out.
All right, and let Rasha do her part, man. Let Rasha do her
Go
thing.
ahead, Rasha.
Well,
Back to
some
you,
other,
Rasha.
Back to me over the phone. So I'm sure you guys have heard this, but we lost two very iconic people this week. Shirley Temple died at the age of 85, and Sid Caesar at the age of 91. Are you guys familiar with both these names?
Oh, yeah.
You should be more familiar than me, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way of calling us old.
And you know what's
Thanks.
funny, Rasha? Mike and I were out at an appointment, and when it came over on the wire, I saw it, and I told Mike, man, I said, Sid Caesar finally, passed. And Mike's like, wow, how? So it rolled off his tongue, but I know coming in, Arvin's like, oh, is he the one that owns Caesar's Palace?
I was going to say, is he the one from the Ramones? Who is this guy?
I actually knew about him, and I think it's really sad because he is noted as one of television's first stars. Is from the 1950s, a comedian. I mean, he had fans like Albert Einstein, Alfred Hitchcock. These guys loved him, and I think he really helped set our precedent for comedians on television.
I agree.
So I think he, a super loss to Hollywood. And then, of course, Shirley Temple. She is just amazing. I think she really, to me, was a full icon. She was one of those child stars who still was able to maintain some type of sanity. I mean, I don't think we really heard bad things about her growing up, right? Like any problems with addiction or anything like that. She was one of those famous kids who was able to really retain a perspective on life.
I was going to say, there wasn't TMZ when she was growing up, though.
No, but at the same time, she's
right.
also been married to the same man for 55 years.
I mean, that speaks for itself.
And you were saying
Good parenting. No, I saw this. She retired at like 21 or 22. She said, I'm done.
Right.
I've made enough money. And she became a diplomat. She
Right.
did a lot of politics, and she actually got hired on with United Nations or something. She was in the ambassador program. So she was all about helping people.
That's so true. And she had that one popular song, right? The Good Ship Lollipop.
Yeah.
Oh, now I connected the dots.
Now you connect it, right? She was the one with the little curls. How do you not know who she is? Come on.
At one point, she was the most famous entertainer in the world.
They named a drink after her. It's 7-Up and cherries, cherry juice and
That's
cherries.
right.
Shirley Temple.
So, I mean, both great icons in Hollywood and good, people to learn from. Even though Sid Caesar, I think he had a problem with addiction.
I thought
alcohol.
I thought he was the guy that started Little Caesars, but that's just because I'm always thinking about Italian
Oh,
food.
good Lord.
Thank you.
But you know what? That goes to show, even if you have a problem with alcohol, you can still live to be 95. So
That's 91.
Is that what you're hoping for?
So you know
Mikey?
what? I'm going to carry his picture in my wallet.
You guys are crazy. Well, let me tell you somebody who is doing very well this week. She's all over the entertainment world, and she looks hot. Jennifer Aniston celebrated her 45th birthday yesterday. I don't know. You guys a fan of hers?
Oh, yeah. I saw her on Facebook. She looked good.
I thought you were going to say RuPaul.
Oh, God.
What?
Just kidding.
Because that's whose picture Arvin carries in his wallet.
Is that who's on your mind, Arvin?
That's his picture I saw the other day. I was trying to figure out, but he wouldn't show it to me. He was kind of trying to hide it. So I was like, okay, that's who it was.
If you ask
Now I
Arvin,
got it.
what's in your wallet? It's a picture of RuPaul.
Well, you know what's funny, though? I got to tell you.
Oh, my God, she looks good.
Jen is looking amazing for 45.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, of course, the media is going to be all over this. You know, she celebrated her birthday at Soho House in L.A. with her best friend, Courtney Cox, with Tobey Maguire's wife, Jennifer Meyer, and her hairstylist, Chris McMillan. But guess who wasn't there?
Brad Pitt?
No. Are you kidding me?
Oh, he was there?
Angelino's going to let him come to that. Her
Vince Vaughn?
fiancé, Justin Theroux.
Justin Bieber?
What was that? What was that all about?
We got, well, but the good thing is, you know, we got to always make this gossip, but good for them. They're doing well. He was shooting a film in New York, but he did send her some balloons and whatnot. But yeah, he was out there. So hopefully they'll celebrate when he gets back.
Wait a minute. Let's back the truck up. So these people are multimillionaires. It's this woman's birthday, and this moron sends birthday balloons?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's a thought that counts, man.
Yeah, that's a Puerto Rican thought if I've ever heard of one.
He's about 3 years younger than her. She got colorful balloons while Homeboy was hanging out with Orlando Bloom in the Big Apple.
Oh, well, that explains it.
It might have been not birthday balloons, but birthday rubbers.
You know, I got to agree with you there that you brought that up, you know, because that is quite interesting. I mean, it's her 45th birthday. He's not even there, and you're just going to send some balloons unless there was more, and none of us were able to get our hands on that, not even TMZ.
Yeah, I was going to say, when people have that kind of money, we don't always know the back end. For all we know, there was something from Cartier.
He might have bought her a Ferrari.
Or something from Tiffany's.
Which we don't know about, right?
Right.
Unless he's landing in a hot air balloon. You know? they don't need to have any balloons.
With a Ferrari.
With a Ferrari.
I know, because if I was Jen, I'd be having some hot air up in my head right now. Like, okay, that's all you sent me?
Yeah.
Right? And then our favorite guy, O.J. Simpson, is in the news. Have you guys heard about him lately?
No, what do we do now?
He's still alive?
I was going to say, what can he do from
Okay,
prison?
thank you, but not for too long. Let me tell you, we can make a joke about this. So this, according to the National Enquirer, guys. So I don't know
that's reliable news right there.
our sources, but again, just something being talked about today is, so I don't know if you guys had heard, apparently he was suffering from brain cancer. Did you guys hear this a couple months back?
I mean, I heard a rumor a while back.
I hadn't heard
Okay.
that.
So, yeah, there was that rumor that he had brain cancer. Now, we don't know what's up with that, but according to the National Enquirer, he, at this point, is saying that, you know, because he's in jail, and he's just like, I'm so sick of my life, I want to die, so he has no desire to live. And as far as the brain cancer goes, he doesn't even want doctors to see him because he doesn't want people poking in his head. And it's almost like he's given up on life, like he's done.
Good.
So, yeah, I don't think we need people
He
like
should
him around.
just
I hate
eat a
saying
bullet. That's it.
And that's Mike at the3guysrant.com.
Yeah, he should eat a bullet.
Kato and Nicole are going to be waiting for him at the gate.
All right. Well,
too.
Rasha, thank you so much for calling in.
My
with the
pleasure,
entertainment
guys.
segment.
That's your Hollywood scoop.
That's us. You have a great day, and everybody look forward to Tinseltown.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Every Thursday, 6:30 to 7:30 on Rant Radio Network. Again, this is the Three Guys Rant on NBC News Radio KCAA, 1050 AM. We'll be back.
A superior tequila has arrived. A tequila that never compromises integrity for mass production. Taste the heart of Mexico in every bottle. For superior tequila, there's only number one. Number one tequila.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we can call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, we're back for the final segment. For those of you that are streaming on live, you're seeing me stuff my fat face here with food that Anthony Ferrari brought in.
You make that sound like that's not a regular occurrence.
I understand that, but I just tried an amazing eggplant parmesan sandwich, and I'm not a big eggplant fan. The sausage and peppers was spectacular.
Thank you.
And then the meatball sub, or I don't want to offend it, so it'd be...
We just call it a meatball and cheese panini.
Okay, so now let's talk about the meatballs. Have a super soft texture,
talk
which
about
usually
your
means you guys
meatballs.
make them there.
We do make them there, fresh, like 3 times a week.
Oh, because you can always tell the difference when you buy those store-bought kind, or you buy the ones that are machine-made. They're really hard. They have a coarse
and they're
meat,
dense.
very dense.
Did you say horse meat?
Yeah, these are easy to make. Anybody can make these at home. The trick is you want to use half pork and half beef. The pork adds a fat content, which gives you moisture and flavor. And also, you want to introduce some type of moisture. So typically what we'll do is we'll take bread that's turned old. You let it soak with some milk.
Anthony, I got to say.
And so when you cook the meatballs down, you don't burn off all the moisture. Like if all you did was put breadcrumbs, they're dry. They're going to absorb the moisture from the meat. By adding the breadcrumbs already soaked in some kind of a liquid, it allows the meatballs to stay juicy. And then you finish them off cooking them in a pot with sauce.
That's spectacular. Now, what about the sausages? Do you guys hand...
We're too busy to do our own sausages, so we've
You
got
have them custom made by someone?
Yeah, we get them from a company called Tama Trading, and it's a Luganega style. So it's got fennel. It's a pork sausage.
So what does Luganega mean?
To be honest with you, I don't know. It's probably the name of a place or a person in Italy that kind of came up with this style of sausage. Typically, that's how things go over there. But it's pork sausage, and it's got a little bit of fennel seed in there.
What's funny is, to me, I think that's one of the most underappreciated spices. I don't think they use enough fennel sometimes. And when they put the whole seeds in there and you bite into it, it's much like on Mexican food or Mexican breads, they use the anise.
Yeah.
With the fennel, there's just something about the release.
It's the same thing. I mean, I don't know if you've eaten like whole fennel, like the bulb of it is kind of like a celery, but it tastes like black licorice.
Yes.
So that's kind of, you get that same flavor. The seeds are really good too.
It's spectacular.
That was one good release.
And if you need somebody to do your sausage, Arvin will volunteer.
Like a taste tester or something.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're coming down to the wire here. There's only a few minutes left, or maybe even less. Tell us once again, how can they find you?
Okay, yeah, you can check us out online at www.aromalapalma.com. That's AROMALAPALMA.com. You can look us up on Facebook. We're under Aroma Ristorante, or you can come down to the restaurant. We're at 30 Centerpoint Drive, Suite 1, the city of La Palma, California, 90623. You could also make a reservation through opentable.com, or you could just call the restaurant. Our phone number is 714-523-3729.
And that's a mouthful, baby.
I was going to say, Anthony, your meatballs are so good. They have me moist. I'm putting you guys on the front page of our website so we can get some traffic in there for this weekend.
Hey, bro.
And then are reservations recommended during the weekends or something like that?
Yeah, at this point now, I always recommend reservations, even throughout the week. If you're celebrating something special, we'd like to put you in a nice place, make sure that we accommodate you to the best of our ability.
Yeah, my birthday is in about 10 days.
Just let me know, bro. I tell you what, we'll take good care of you.
I just said it. It's in 10 days.
Hey, do you have an alley back there that you can put Arvin in?
We actually do
Kinda
have
like
an
Lady and
alley.
the Tramp. Because,
I was going to
usually-
say, when I saw that, I have no problem eating in the alley. You just send food out.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I mean, Arvin wants to relive the human version of Lady and the Tramp, so he wants to be out there. He's
Dude, I guarantee you, if you put a table in the alley and you call it the Lady and the Tramp table, it'll be booked year round.
I bet you're right. That's actually not a
If
bad
it wasn't
idea.
for the health department that would go nutso over it, I think it would be spectacular.
Well, we had a guy bring a dog into the restaurant the other night, and we couldn't do anything about it because he had a card. He told us to get educated.
It's a service dog.
But it's because he's emotionally distressed.
Right, those are the new ones. You can take them on planes now, too.
He sat him at the table on a chair.
Yeah.
Like, sitting there, like, I'm surprised the dog didn't grab a fork and a knife.
Well, I don't know if they can sit on a chair, but I know that they're allowed to sit at their feet, and you got to let their comfort dogs, they call them.
I'm like, under the table, I don't care.
Whoa.
He was sitting on a chair.
How do I get one?
We want to thank special guest Kaylee Rutland for calling in. Also, Anthony Ferrari for putting up with us here in studio and the wonderful food he brought in. Please look him up online. It's been another edition of the Three Guys Rant. Have a wonderful Valentine's. Don't be like Arvin and get your significant other something special.
I did get her something. It's called STDs.
We'll see you next week.
See you at Aroma, guys.